Hey there, students. So this is what we're going to be looking at for right now. This is just a blank piece of paper, something that you can do at home. And what we're going to be working on is just composing a simple rhythm. Now, this can be used for any students of any age that I teach at Palo Verde. But what we're going to focus on is just a quick reminder. Let's do a quick reminder of our rhythms that we know. Some of us may not know all of these, but try your best. And excuse my voice. My voice is still not so great, but teachers just got to power through that, and we'll just keep on. And eventually it'll get better. But for now, this is what we got. So guys, some of the things we've learned that we know that if we have a black note like that, that's our quarter note. And that equals 1, or we could say 1 beat or 1 second. If we have a white note with a tail, as I call them, a white note with a tail, we know that that is our half note, that equals 2. And let's go back to that first one. That was our quarter, and this one was our half. And then we know that if we go to these ones right here, the ones that kind of look like a circle, the circle is called a whole, and the whole notes were worth 4 beats. And if you are younger, we've also covered these ones right here, and these ones right here we would just say shh in class, and they equal 1 shh. But its actual name is a quarter rest. And on a rest, just when you guys sleep at nighttime, you're resting, your body isn't doing anything. And when you guys have one of these in your music, it's a rest. You don't do anything. So you have a quarter that's worth 1 beat of sound, and you have a quarter rest that's worth 1 beat of nothing. Some other things that we can also learn and practice are dotted half notes. Now, a dotted half note is worth 3 beats. I'm going to go ahead and write that in. This is the symbol that equals 3. And it's called a dotted half. And let's see here. Other things that we've worked on so far. We have these guys right here. Eighth notes. And eighth notes, can be thought of in many ways, but I generally just teach them to most students as a quick, because these are played twice as fast as one of these right here. So an eighth note, I'll go ahead and write that in up there. Eighth note. So eighth note would basically equal 1, by the way. So you can get 2 of those into one of these, so we can also write that equals 1 right there. And now, guys, if we keep working forward, we can do a lot of different things. If you're in recorder or in band, I'm sure you guys remember these. These are 2 types of rests, too. The one that looks like a hat is called a half rest. And a half rest is very similar to a half note. It equals 2 beats. Okay, and that's just 2 beats of nothing. You can think of this like 2 of these right here. It's the same thing. Now, if I go to a whole rest, you can probably imagine how many seconds a whole rest would be. And it will be time that you don't make a sound with, but you still have to count. So it's going to equal 4, because a whole note is worth 4. So now you kind of have things that are related to each other here. You have this quarter note that's related to this quarter rest, this half note that's related to this half rest, and this whole note that is related to this whole rest. So they're all kind of related and tied together in different ways. And there are all kinds of rests. I'm going to go ahead and throw one more thing out here. This is probably more or less for my drummers. In the 6th or 8th band, we work a lot on 16th notes. Remember, guys, 16th notes, you can always know a 16th note because it's double barred. has 2 bars on top right there. And this isn't just one 16th note, this is 4 of them. So 16th note, 6, probably gonna misspell that wrong. 16th notes. And now guys, how I remember these is I just say 1, E, and okay, and all of that together, all of those equals 1 second. So now, how do you kind of remember this? You only have halves, quarters, wholes, sixteenths. How do you remember the breakdown of all this stuff? Well, as I tell first graders, second graders, third graders, as I pretty much have taught everyone, I want you guys to think of a pie or a pizza. It's not a great circle, but, you know, sometimes pizzas do look like that. But anyways, so if you have a pizza, it's a whole circle right here, okay? What if we cut that guy in half? Okay, well now we took that one hole that we had, that whole pizza, now we cut it in half. Now we have 2 halves. So if you have 2 halves can go into one hole. So what's 2 plus 2? 2 plus 2 would equal 4. So that's why you can get 2 halves into one hole. 2 halves go into one hole. Now say I cut that in half again. Okay, now I have 4 different slices. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quarters make $1, and 4 pieces make one whole. So guys, if you go to your quarters, count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 4 of them. They all fit equally into one whole. Or if you have 1, 2, 2 quarters make 1 half. So 2 quarters can make 1 half. If we cut it yet again, guys, then we're going to get the next subdivision. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have 8ths. So there's 8 eighths that can fit. Just 8 of these can fit. 8 of those 8ths can fit into one whole. Or if you break it down, 2 of them equals just 1 quarter right there. Okay, so you can get 2 of those into just 1 quarter. Or you can just keep going. You know, you can get 4 of those into 1 half. All right. And then if you're a drummer at home, you're gonna write some stuff out here. 16ths. Oh boy. Well, now let's go ahead and divide that. So 16ths. Now we're breaking it down to even smaller fractions. Okay, now we can get we can get 16 sounds just into one whole. If you counted all those, that would equal 16. So if you found 1 quarter, guys, here's that quarter again right here. Here's a quarter of this pizza or pie. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those those are your 16ths. So you can have 4 16ths in 1 quarter. So how does all this apply to music? Well, it helps us to know how fast and how slow and how long to clap things. I'm going to go ahead and write out a rhythm here. And this will be, let's just say this is going to be my rhythm number 1. Okay. And if I write out quarter, 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 okay, all of those would equal 1. And they would just be clapped 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's say I'm going to add some rests after that. Okay. So the rests are still 1 beat. Now I would do this. I would go clap, 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 shh, 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 shh. And on those shhs, you know, you don't play anything. So now, guys, here's the thing, is at the very beginning of this, there should be a 4-4. No, I should have started with that, but it's my first rhythm video, so give me a break here. So 4-4, that indicates that there's in every measure, and a measure is just one of these boxes right here. So if you count the measures like we've done in class, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5 measures. And every measure we should be able to equal 4. That's what 4-4 means. There's 4 beats, 4 quarter notes are equal to every measure. Okay, so now if I count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how else can we fit 4 over here? Maybe trying a different rhythm. Well, what number up there takes up 4? Bam, whole note takes up 4. And now that measure's done. if I go to this next one, how could we take up 4? Well, okay, this half note takes up 2, so why don't we just do 2 of those? Because 2 plus 2 would equal 4. Here's another measure. This measure right here, how could we take up 4? Oh, let's just do a whole rest. Okay. What else? Oh, let's just add another measure here. Well, I need 4, so let's go to a dotted half. A dotted half will take up 3 beats. But that leaves 1 more beat in there. So now, which ones equal 1? You could use that one, you could use that one, you could use that one if you wanted to. For me, I'll just go ahead and use this one right here. Now, guys, what we can do, when we're done with our rhythm, you put a double bar at the end. Okay, that's a perfect 4/4 rhythm, because every box, every measure, measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, 4, 5, and 6, all 6 measures equal 4 beats. Now I'm going to go ahead, guys, I'm going to go over here to this one. Okay, I'm going to make a number 2. And in this one, it's going to be 3/4. Okay, now that means that every measure is going to equal 3 beats, 3/4 beats. 3/4 beats are going to be in every measure. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. Okay, so now we have 3. And now what? Now we can use one of those just to fill up a whole measure, because one of those equals 3 beats. Now we can do something like that. Just kind of follow me along here. I'm just kind of messing around, having some fun. Music's a lot of fun, you know. Then you can turn around and clap these out. And, you know, you never know what can come of it, you know. Sometimes it's just kind of fun just to see what happens. This in itself is kind of like its own little language that exists. So it's a lot of fun. We could even do 3 of those. I think I'm going to end on this. Okay. Now if you guys, excuse me, if you guys do a 2/4 measure, well, 2/4, now only every measure is going to have only 2 beats in it. So every measure is only going to be worth 2 beats. So this one's actually, you know, you don't stick a lot in there because each of them are, again, only worth 2 beats. So there's a 2-beat note. Just for fun, I'm going to throw this one in there. How about that? And those 16ths equal 1 beat each. And I'm going to throw 1 more beat in there because those 4 together, remember, those 4 are just worth 1. Okay, and then there's 1 by itself, so there's 1 and 2, so it equals 2 for that 2/4. What else? I'm just kind of playing around, you know. I love to write music, so maybe you guys will too. This is just rhythm too. We're not even doing, you know, notes. You know, the way notes move up and down. We'll work on that next. So now, guys, there's 3 examples right there. Now you can do it however you want, but what I want you guys to do with this assignment is practice doing that. Try a 4/4, try a 3/4, try a 2/4, and try to make sure that every measure equals the right amount of beats, and you know that you're utilizing or that you're using different symbols up here. So if I had to clap that, how about I'll tap it on my leg? How about that? Because I'm holding this phone here at the same time. So here's number 1. Number 1 would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1. And if I did it on an instrument, I'll just do it on this mandolin. If you guys don't know what a mandolin is, that's a mandolin right there. It's a tiny little instrument. Has a fun sound. And I'll just strum out number 1. Ready? Here's number 1. Ready? I'll do number 1 again. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try number 2. And number 2, I'll clap that one with you guys again. Ready? Here's number 2. Now it's 3/4. Okay, it's 3/4. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Shh, shh. 1, shh, shh, shh. 1, 2, 3. And if I did it on a mandolin, this is what it would sound like. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Shh, 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 shh. 1, 2, 3. Done. And the last one, guys, 2/4. I'll do that one on a mandolin too. Here's that one. Ready, set, go. 1, 2. Shh, 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 shh. 1, 2. Good. And I'll tap that one so you guys can kind of hear it. Ready? I'll tap number 2 again. I'm sorry, number 3 again. It's in 2/4. I'll tap that one again. Ready, go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Oh, you guys have to excuse me. I did it wrong. Sometimes teachers mess up. So I was pretending that was 3 beats. It's actually 2 beats. Or I was pretending that was 4. It's actually 2. Let's try it again. Number 3. Ready, set, go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Now, guys, when you're at home, you can do this, and then you could put your instrument to it. You know, you could do any kind of notes you want to your rhythm. Once you get a rhythm, then you could, put notes to it. And, it's a lot of fun. Really, the sky is kind of the limit here. But work on your rhythms at home. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye.